something for the charger for once. So this is the PROFLEX Commander by Advanced Fuel Dynamics. And yeah, I haven't opened it yet. I just did the tape. So it's my first time actually seeing this product. So let's see what we got. Alright. We got our, I think this is the fuel injector harness. This is some fuel line. This is the fuel ethanol sensor. And this is the actual brains itself. So, oh, we got some of that right here, some of this action. So that's cool. All right, so these are all the parts you get. You get the commander module itself, the inline ethanol sensor, 2 fuel lines, and the harness itself. All right, so just before you guys get started on installing the PROFLEX Commander module, you're going to need a 5/16 fuel line disconnect tool, a flathead screwdriver, and a 13mm socket or wrench to remove the ground over here where you're going to ground out the PROFLEX module. So you're going to need to also pop off these engine covers. They just pull off and you won't have to worry about a strut bar being there. Maybe. If you are, they still come off with the catch can and the strut bar in the way. So you pop that up, there's 2 on front and back, and then just pull it out. And then you'll have your fuel line over here on this side. And so this is actually the factory fuel line. So this red clip pops off like that. And then you'll take your screwdriver and stick it in on this side and on this side, and you're gonna pop that clip out. And it actually kind of latches in down here on the bottom too. So you just gotta kind of fiddle with it. But once you get that off, you're ready to install the PROFLEX Commander fuel lines. And the fuel line also comes down back behind there too. Okay, so we're gonna be taking off that silver connector next to the blue 3/8 fuel line disconnect tool. And that fuel line actually comes around here to this, where you pop this top piece off, slide it out, and get a rag and hold around the connectors to prevent fuel from spraying everywhere on both sides. So the noticeably longer side of the double-sided connector harnesses is going to be on the driver's side, and then the shorter side is going to be on the passenger side. Same thing with the shorter leads as well. The longer one's going to be further towards the front of the car, and then the shorter ones be towards the back. And I also have this pre-assembled, the long side, short side, and then this is already connected. I'm going to pass it through underneath my strut bar through the back and disconnect those lines and plug that straight in after, just to prevent incidents like this. What? But yeah, with that said, we're gonna go ahead and do a time lapse of installing this, and hopefully nothing goes wrong like the rest of the day. Alright, so we just went ahead and removed the factory fuel line right here. I left it in place so you know what to do. So we'll just, of course, with your rags, you're going to catch all the fuel that comes out of it first. So that's the side. It's a 5/16 instead of the 3/8 like I said. And the other side just clips off with this clip. You'll pull it out on each side. And you'll also pull the red tab out too, which just pops off with your hands. So we got the new fuel line in with the flex fuel ethanol sensor in the middle with the harness already attached to it, coming from this side. So that's already attached to it because it's pretty far down in there to even do it while it's on the car. And then we have the quick disconnect installed on this side, on the other side of the flex fuel sensor. So now I'm gonna go ahead and time lapse the fuel injectors. So this little red clip pulls out just a little bit. You'll push the black tab on the side and you'll just pull the injector out. Easy. Don't push too hard because you don't want to break it, because that's going to be a nightmare. And that's it. So we'll just replace that with the longer side of that, the harness, and yeah. Alright guys, so you're going to go ahead and disconnect this this ground here. We're going to put our negative underneath there and then screw it back down in. And then we're going to leave the actual module itself unplugged. We'll start the car, make sure it runs fine. Everything's good, no misfires. We'll go ahead and plug the PROFLEX commander in and then mount it securely somewhere in here. And then we're good to run E85. Alright, so we're just going to make sure that we don't have any leaks in the system. We're going to bleed it out using without the brake. Press the start button a couple times, get the fuel through, make sure there's no leaks, and then we're going to start it to make sure all the electrical connectors are plugged in correctly. So, here we go. No misfire. No audible misfire anyhow. So that is the flex fuel sensor right there. That is our connector to the fuel rail. And then our connector to the rear of the car. There's no audible misfire, no visible misfire. So we can go ahead and turn the car off and plug in the PROFLEX commander.